No, I think yes.
For a minute I thought Imam Sahib understood it in French.
I thought he would be, he is able to translate what I say in English, and I thought his English has improved now to standard, where he understands me very well, because I see it from his response, from his eyes, from his expressions. Either he is a top expert in cheating others, or he does understand. Yet when I asked him to take over translation work while neither you would be available nor he said, "Oh, it's impossible, I don't understand fully."
If he prefers to hear Huzur once over at leisure and then translate nicely afterwards, yes.
In fact, I'm focused on the general meaning, and it's quite difficult to at the same time understand, note, and remind everything.
This is the impression I had.
But and sometimes
you should have wiped out now. Please.
Yes. I'm sorry, I was taken away by...
Everybody was, not only you.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يا أيها الذين آمنوا إنما المشركون نجس فلا يقربوا المسجد الحرام بعد عامهم هذا.
The English translation of this verse is, O ye who believe, surely the idolaters are unclean, so they should not approach the sacred mosque after this year of theirs.
Stop it. Yes, just this part of the verse. Et la question? Does this verse mean, does it suggest that idolaters should not physically approach the Kaaba as such? And then what of the case of those Muslims who really do pray to saints within Islam who are idolaters?
In fact, this verse is completely misunderstood by the present generation of ulama, because the word idolater applies to people who stick to idolatrous practices and who are wont to follow those practices and carry them into the Khana Kaaba. So their Hajj previously was very different from the Hajj which began since the year which is mentioned here. Only God was mentioned and all the idols were thrown out. So they used to call their idols while roaming about in Khana Kaaba. So it is this practice which has been stopped forthwith from that time onwards. No idolaters, and they are also reported to have roamed Khana Kaaba like nudes, without any clothes. So this practice has been completely discontinued with this verse. Otherwise, if they were uncouth and clean physically, any idolater can keep his idolatry within his mind and heart and walk around Khana Kaaba privately, addressing his own gods. How can he create any mark on Khana Kaaba out of the filth he carries within his heart? Nothing, no trace. So the physical restriction is not meant, and it cannot mean at all, because it would be impracticable, it's impossible. So this means that whoever after this year subscribes to the unity of God, whether he holds other beliefs, as long as he says, I'll subscribe to the unity of God while in Kaaba, and mention only one God, not other gods, then he's allowed. If he has shirk in his heart, Allah will take care of him. But openly he will not be permitted. to pronounce his shirk, his associating with God in Khana Kaaba. This is the meaning of this verse. And as such, it was understood by earlier jurists of Islam. Hazrat Imam Abu Hanifa had the same view. Hazrat Ali radiallahu ta'ala anhu has also interpreted this verse exactly in the same way as I'm describing it to you. Yes, please. Would you like to hear a compliment to your country first, or would you ask a question first? So this tonight, our member of parliament from our region next to Patni, Mr. Rogers, a highly educated person, an Oxford graduate who is also teaching philosophy at the university, he came to meet me, and we had a little discussion. Incidentally, he told me that he knows German very well. He speaks like his own language. He speaks Italian very well because his wife also happens to be an Italian. English is his own language. And as such, he is representing British cause in European market, community. So the government inquired from him, which place would you like to make your center of all Europe? He said, France, of course. He said, France? He said, yes. You know language, French language? No. He said, he's told me no. But you will learn, because he said, I love the French. I love France as a whole. Not Paris, but all parts of France apart from Paris. And he plans to live in the south, in the west, in the east, wherever in Paris. But he said, France is a wonderful country. So I thought, you owe this for me, that a compliment is paid in these glorious terms to your country.